This is somebody who does like to kind of wait. He likes to build up the momentum, but I can guarantee you that he will leave you fully satisfied. Hey tribe, thank you guys so much for swinging back in my direction. My name is Dana and this is Soul Healings. This is a pick a card all about exactly what you need to hear right now. Hopefully there is a piece of the puzzle that you've been looking for, the key to unlock this mystery of getting you through whatever kind of situation you've been in for some time now. But I did make 3 piles for you guys to choose from, your timestamps, ways to book with me, ways to join me on Patreon, and check out all of my merchandise on my gift shop is all in the description box below, and you can always pause the video if you need to listen to your intuition. Take your time, and I will meet you at your pile. Pile number 1. So what is it that you need to hear in this very moment? What exactly is it? Hopefully this is a piece of the puzzle that you have been looking for. Right away, what I can, when I feel this energy and what I'm gathering is a sense of wanting to take on something new, wanting to do things differently. There's a lot of imagination in here. There's a lot of creative energy flowing through you, or maybe there's a little bit of lack of creative energy flowing through you, but there's something inside of you that's calling you to be a little more expressive, using more of your imagination, allowing your imagination to kind of roam freely without the judgment. I just feel like it's like you're thinking so far out of the box, you throw yourself back into a place of judgment. So you start judging yourself here. Now, for some of you guys, you've already started working on what you've been trying to accomplish here, okay? Maybe it was something in arts or something like that, or just taking on something new and different and exciting. And if you've been working at it for quite some time, it could be a book, it could be just something that it's a way of expressing yourself, I hear, for some of you guys. But nonetheless, no matter what this is for you, some of you guys have already been working on this for some time here. But there's this moment, I feel, that you've hit a wall, you've hit a block, a sense of stagnation, a sense of getting bored or dull, or but maybe some of you guys are feeling ashamed about what you're doing. There's a sense of shame coming through here with this energy. I'm kind of thinking it's because you're going so far outside of the box. It's out of your normal kind of thing that people are used to seeing from you, or how they, you're worried about how they're going to be looking at you, and then you throw yourself into judgment, stuff like that. But nonetheless, this is really all about you continuing to, tap into those creative talents that you have here. You allowing your imagination to just roam freely and expressing yourself in a way that feels right for you, okay? Because in this wild card, we're talking about your imagination, your thoughts, your dreams. It just goes wild, but then you suppress yourself. You pull yourself back into something that feels comfortable. And I think there's a sense of shame, or maybe you're taking it too seriously, or you're taking other people's criticism too seriously, and it just throws you right back. And that's where the stagnation hits in this energy for me, okay? So I get that you're stuck, but you're trying to come up with new ways to get unstuck here, okay? This is about you doing things a little differently this time around, I feel. This is about you probably Probably trying new things, doing things differently, probably meeting maybe new people, maybe I feel like there's a social network here that you go to. Maybe it's with your friends or something like this. You always go and talk to your friends. Maybe it's time to talk to other people. You might get better ideas, different ideas. But it's all about, and I mean, they're even saying using different colors when you're painting here, okay? You're using different colors. Do something differently that will change the course of action here, okay? On top of not throwing yourself back into a place of judgment or worry or something like that, okay? This is about setting yourself free, okay? Setting yourself free. Absolutely, 100%. Setting yourself free. Don't live by other people's standards. Just go for it. That's how I feel. I want to tell you, just go for it. Start taking responsibility for the things that are happening in your life, okay? Don't put the blame on other people. This is what this entrapment card is talking all about. And also this card talks about a new way of thinking. So all three of those cards are tying in really cool today. It is about a new way of thinking, a new way of creating, a new way of doing something here, okay? But it's this in this energy too. It's about I keep my mind keeps going back into like the fears that you have in this energy here, okay? But it's holding yourself accountable here. Don't put the blame on other people. Stuff like that is coming through, okay? I think, you know, and in this energy too, there is that sense of like being blamed for things in the past, so you get afraid to move forward because you're afraid it's going to happen all over again. So there's this blame game happening. Very specific energy to come through right here, okay? However, some of you guys are like, I need money to make this happen, Dana. I need this, I need that, I need this, I need that. It's really about starting or continuing to move forward in this idea that you have, knowing that when you hit a certain goal or a certain level or a certain inch upon your path, you're gonna have what you need to make it happen. Okay, so if it's more money you need, or if it's more exposure that you need, or it's a publisher or something along those lines here, you as long as you continue to move forward in a non-judgment kind of way, as long as you continue to move forward, you're gonna have everything line up right in front of you, okay? Your intentions were set out there. They're very strong. But just because things are not moving as fast as you think they should be moving doesn't mean that they're not moving here, okay? Some of you guys have grown very impatient in this energy. But a lot of this seems to be slower. Yeah, it's annoying. I heard it's annoying for some of you guys. You're like, I wish this would just hurry up and make its way through here. It's very interesting here, but this is a reminder too, you guys, that you know that your angels already know exactly what you need here. But what they're telling you is that you can ask and you will definitely receive it here, okay? The help is there. And again, that's why I was feeling, because it says the same holds true with clearly asking other people to assist you. I felt like it was just time to start asking a different collection of people. I think this will help with any kind of stagnation that you might have, okay? So maybe it is just a different group of people, okay? But just understand that as you move forward in any direction that you're trying to move, okay? no matter what you need, it's gonna sync up perfectly. Right? It'll be the exact time, the exact place, the exact amount, exactly when you need it, okay? So move forward in a sense of faith here, okay? Don't let any of this stagnation or this kind of stalling out feeling, even in your creative juices here, okay? Don't let that scare you. Don't let that make you feel like you're off course. Don't let that make you feel like it's not going to happen for you, because this kind of energy can actually pull you down, okay? And the idea is to keep your vibration pretty high here, okay? That's the idea with this. Be playful, very, very lighthearted. Take breaks when you need to, but moving forward in a direction, just knowing that the universe is way ahead of you. Your angels are way ahead of you, showing you, you know, we're here. We're just kind of dusting off the road so that you can see the road a little clearer here, okay? And if you're feeling like there's not going to be enough for you, like there's not enough room for you, maybe you're getting into an area where you feel the market is saturated, or you might not have the money to make it happen, or just be mindful of how you're perceiving this time right now, because if you're coming from a state of lack, a lack mindset, you put more limitations on yourself. So just see yourself in a state of abundance, using all the tools and resources you have in this moment to start making something happen here, okay? Again, with you having so much creative energy back there, tap into your creative juices. Now, your imagination is really a gift from God. This is how your spirit guides and your angels are communicating with you, through the imagination. So if you're seeing yourself, I don't know, on a boat one day, and you're just daydreaming and you're seeing yourself on a boat, maybe it is that you just need to get on a boat and take your take your art supplies with you. I get a lot of art in this. Take your art supplies with you, because there might be people on this boat that, I know it seems a little far-fetched, but there might be somebody there who will inspire you or give you a little piece of information that says, no, this is how I did it, right? And then the next thing you know, you're off and running with the rest of the group, okay? So tap back into those images that you're getting in your head. You're not seeing these things by accident, okay? That's how we develop our psychic symbols and all of our clairs, is through imagination and trusting what you're feeling, trusting how your gut's reacting to what you're seeing in your head here, okay? You have these abilities like we all do, okay? You guys are wired up and so much like me, except you guys have to stand in your faith. Stand in your trust, and knowing that information is being given to you for a very specific reason, okay? So be courageous about it. Be courageous about it. Oh, I just recognized this. Look at, we have, yeah. So maybe you are a Leo, but maybe you are being called to, embody the strength of a lion or a lioness right now, okay? Using, maybe this is a spirit guide or a spirit animal for you. Wow, that's really cool. I didn't even see that, guys. Anyways, being fierce and courageous, and not letting anything slow you down. Don't let people talk you out of this. Don't let people make you feel shameful, because in this energy there's shame, okay? But of course, in the strength energy, we always say doing things in a very compassionate kind of way. it's about not being frustrated. It's about being patient and clear thinking and confident. And more importantly, in the strengths energy is detaching from the outcome. I think one thing that we all do out of habit is we have this one specific idea in our head as to how things should go, but it ends up looking a little different, and we're kind of like, no, I know this is not it. This is not it. Okay, you have to remind yourself that you threw out some intentions that were heavy hitting to the universe, and there's nothing that the universe can't handle, right? But your intentions were so, I don't want to get in trouble. Yeah, okay, so I'm gonna put my thumb there. But your intentions were so strong, the universe has heard you. But here's the thing you have to remember is that the universe has got to start moving people around in your path. You have to start moving around. Situations have to come to you that are going to lead you to other situations, and people are going to lead you to other people, and it's just a matter of lining up the puzzle pieces and getting it right so that what you're looking forward to manifests here, okay? But you can't stand in the way. You can't stand in the way as the universe is working out all of this, okay? Because look at where this is leading you here. This is straight into the Ten of Cups, Seven of Pentacles. Listen, this is more about being a little more patient with the process, okay? It's the best thing we can do for ourselves in this energy. Is just being patient with the universe. And listen, once you realize and once you can kind of take a step back and step out of your own way, the wheel goes back into overdrive. Boom. Okay? This is all about that good fortune starts spinning back into your favor, right? We talk about that 100 times a day. But this is also saying that there was a purpose for this stagnation. There was a purpose for this holdup. Okay? Now stop and think about what the purpose could have been. Okay? Because there's a lesson in this. There's a lesson involved in anything. And maybe asking yourself, you know, what is the purpose of me suppressing my creative juices? Why do I do this? Okay, ask yourself these questions. Start turning within with a lot of this here. Okay, but listen, we say this a lot in the Seven of Pentacles energies. You've planted your seeds. You have nurtured yourself. You have nurtured the process, and you can bet your bottom dollar that you're gonna reap the rewards of your hard work. Okay, maybe it is dancing. I don't know. Look how beautiful she is. Okay, well, look at where all of this is taking you. This is taking you back into balance. This is taking you back into a more blissful kind of energy. This does talk about divine love, so maybe it is that this is a romantic relationship. Okay. This talks about great love. This talks about contentment and happiness and just being back in balance, and material and emotional needs are just all hunky-dory, okay? It's a very positive card. So just know that everything is working out, even though you don't really see it. That's what I feel. I feel like some of you guys are just not seeing anything happen here, but it is definitely moving. It's moving. Okay, so hang in there, be patient, because being patient right now is what's going to help you here. Okay, get out of your own way. You're standing on your own feet basically. Okay, and just get back into those creative parts of your mind, okay? And don't let anybody talk you out of, you know, doing what you want to do and doing what's gonna make you happy here, okay? All right, so let me know in the comments below how you're feeling about this, how this is tying into your life. Sorry guys, wow. Make sure to give the video a thumbs up. Love you bunches. See you next time. Bye. Yay, pile 2. So what exactly is it that you need to hear right now? Hopefully I have something for you that hands you the little missing piece to your puzzle, the key to unlocking what's going on here. That's the whole point of this reading. So, right away what hits me first thing is that there obviously was a very difficult cycle that has left you in a place of pain and hurt and sorrow. For some of this was like maybe a business opportunity, a job opportunity, something. It could even tie in a romantic kind of way. Maybe you broke up in a relationship, but this can really tie into many different aspects of your life here, okay? So, but really what's hitting me first and foremost is that a lot of this, it has been hard to get over. A lot of it's been difficult, and it has caused you to, you're finding it very hard to let go of what happened, how it happened, to whom it happened with, and it's getting, I just feel like in some of this energy, you guys are kind of like beating yourself up. You're beating yourself up in this situation. You're like, I could have done this differently, or I should have done that differently. You're living in the coulda, shoulda, wouldas, but you're not being very nice to yourself here. Some of this is a lack of confidence. Like you're noticing your self-esteem isn't so high, your confidence isn't so high, but nonetheless, it is. You're just not saying very nice things to yourself lately. And you know what? I'm not going to fault you, because we all do this to ourselves. We beat ourselves up sometimes, but then we manage to get through it, and we realize that what we're saying to ourselves is not good, and we're just telling the universe that that's what we are. And we kind of quickly have to change that inside of our minds, because we realize with the laws of attraction, we're going to attract more of this into our lives here. But nonetheless, I just feel like it's time for you to stop beating yourself up over something that was, I feel sincerely was out of your control here, okay? It's time to, this is a time to let go. Whatever has happened in the past is definitely in the past. You have to keep looking forward, okay? The more you turn around, the more you lose your motivation, the more you lose your momentum, okay? This is you continuously turning around, looking at the past and losing your momentum, okay? That is what's going to get you stuck here. That's what's going to get you hung up. This is, this to me, the more I tap into this is harder and harder for me to breathe. So I know that this hurt really hard, really deeply here for a lot of you guys, okay? But this is a situation, obviously, that has taught you something here, okay? It's definitely served its purpose, and now it's time to move forward, okay? The quickest thing you can do to kind of get yourself moving in the right direction is just really taking a look and finding the lesson. What did this lesson teach you, okay? Because this was a clear karmic cycle here, okay? But there was a lesson involved here. But the minute you can find the lesson, you can understand what it showed up in your life to teach you, the quicker you can move on, okay? And so once you understand that lesson, you're going to realize that this won't come back around. And you know there are times where it will come back around, just as a way of the universe testing you to make sure that you 100% got the message the first time, right? Okay, so I know some of you guys are probably feeling like a failure. You're finding it just very difficult to put everything behind you guys right now. But it is what's holding you back. It is definitely what's holding you back from walking into something new here, okay? And I'm not saying rushing your healing process. I mean, this was all for your soul's growth, obviously. But this was about, introspect and being alone. And what's interesting too is this card here, that letting go, talks about being alone for a little while. And it's okay. It's okay. It is about loving yourself. This is a phase that you're moving into as a phase of recovery, a phase of loving on yourself, taking, care of yourself, putting yourself first for a change. I think this is what more of the lesson has come through to teach you. But this is a crucial time of basically you getting to know yourself. It's a time to adjust the self-criticisms that you might be criticizing yourself, the judgments you might have on yourself. And some of this is giving me that feeling of you might be pushing yourself too hard. You're pushing yourself too hard to make something happen instead of kind of going with the flow, feeling out the vibe, letting the vibe and the flow kind of tell you how this is going here. I think some of you guys are grasping onto it too tightly here, and then by doing so, you're not making any room for the universe to work its magic here. Okay, I think you're perhaps still hanging on to a certain outcome. There's a certain outcome you were looking to see, and it didn't happen that way. Maybe some of you guys are still looking outside of yourself for all the answers, or you're looking outside of yourself for approval from others. I think you're moving into a space in a time where things are going to be stagnant for a while, because the universe is asking you to turn within and start taking self-love and self-care extremely serious here right now. Because if you're looking and seeking approval outside of yourself, you're not loving yourself first. Okay, if that makes sense, and I know it does. Okay, stop pushing yourself so hard. Again, if you want something to change here, you also have to be the catalyst for the change. You have to change something in your patterns. So maybe you have noticed this difficult cycle, whether it was a romantic relationship, a business opportunity, a new job, however this played out in your life, but maybe you are noticing that this was a cycle, and this is a cycle that has continuously come back into your life, around and around and around again. You have to find the lesson here, okay? They're making that extremely clear to me. Also, you have to change the way you want to change something about this pattern, okay? So maybe it is that you have to, going back into your self-love, maybe it is that you have to make sure that people are meeting your standards and they're respecting your boundaries, or something along those lines here, or they're paying you your worth, or something like that. You're just not going to settle for anything less in your life. So maybe that is part of what needs to change here to break this cycle, because this is a never-ending cycle. And this, for me, I feel like it's harder and harder and harder for you here, okay? This is why I think you fall back into a place where you continue to get really tough on yourself. You're really hard on yourself. Maybe it is, they're saying there's this failure. Somebody in here is just, I feel like I fail all the time, Dana. That's what I heard. I feel like I fail all the time, no matter what I do, no matter how hard I try, no matter what, I always seem to fail. It never goes right. It never goes my way. But here's the thing. This is what I'm hearing in my head. You're chanting that to yourself. It's never gonna go my way. It always falls apart. It da 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 da. This is what you're saying over and over and over and over again, okay? This is why this card is out here to talk to you. We're talking about words of abundance, okay? So subconsciously, and now you are consciously aware that part of why you're experiencing all this difficulty all the time is because of what you're saying to yourself, what you're saying to others, and you are definitely blocking yourself from any kind of manifestation to come through here. But see, it is so extremely crucial time. This is the time for you to start being mindful of what you're saying. You have to start speaking more positive, okay? Because what you're telling the universe is exactly what's going to show up into your life, right? So if you start speaking words of positivity, words of abundance, I am, and you're living in your I am, you guys, you will start to see the shift in your life, okay? I am worthy of real love. I am love. I am successful. I am an entrepreneur. I am this. I am positive. I am motivated, okay? Do you feel the difference here, okay? I'm getting the chills as I'm saying that because I'm going on a tangent. But do you feel the shift? I want you guys to notice the shift as you speak positive. Your body responds positively, okay? If you're living in a state of lack, a state of ho-hum, you're going to continue to see that, okay? Some of you guys don't even feel worthy enough. Subconsciously, I'm going to say this again, subconsciously and consciously. Now it is now conscious for you. I'm making it consciously that you live. You probably don't even feel like you're worthy enough to accept anything. A gift from somebody, something as simple as a gift. You know, if somebody were to offer you a piece of candy and you denied or rejected that little piece of candy, you're telling the universe that you're rejecting any kind of offers. So how do you know that wasn't a gift from the universe? You're rejecting it, okay? Something as simple as that. So if somebody hands you a little piece of candy, even though you're thinking in your mind, I can't eat that because I'm on a low-calorie diet, blah, 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 you just simply accept it, put it in your pocket. You don't have to eat it. But the fact that you opened your hand and you said, thank you, is showing the universe that you are worthy of receiving something here, okay? And for some of you guys, you're like, no, I can't. I'm not taking this. I'm rejecting it. There's the difference too. So we have to work on the vocabulary. You have to work on how you're feeling worthy here too, okay? So tying into this, it is safe for you to receive, okay? There are resources available. There are people, places, situations available. There's a blessings. You're worthy of receiving these blessings, okay? So if you're trying to tell yourself that you're not good enough to receive what other people are receiving, this is what's blocking you, because the universe is saying, okay, you don't feel worthy enough to receive what I'm handing you? Okay, fine. Have a good day. I'll hand it to somebody else, because that's exactly what happens. This is what stops you from moving forward. This is what stops your momentum. This is what stops you from feeling good about yourself too, okay? And even if you're talking yourself down every day, oh God, I'm so stupid, or God, I'm getting so damn fat, or oh my God, my nose is hideous. If you're one of those people standing in the mirror chanting this stuff to yourself in the mirror, there has got to be some serious change in your life right now, okay? I cannot stress that enough. You have got to start getting mindful. This is why I preach meditation, you guys. You guys got to realize how powerful it is. Your thoughts are creating things constantly, nonstop, all day long, okay? So I know that this is where you're hung up. You're hung up on the things that didn't go right for you in your life, but you are in control of changing this cycle here. This was all intended for your own spiritual well-being. Okay, there was a definite lesson here. It's about you, again, introspecting, being alone at this time, going within, and again, this is a card that does talk about meditation. Okay, so moving forward, this was the little piece of the puzzle that's been missing here. Moving forward, the outcome, the opportunity to shift this entire situation walks you into the land of opportunity. Okay, we have a chance to begin again in a different, healthier mindset, because you've learned something here. You've learned something here. Maybe it is that you regain some kind of knowledge by, like, maybe going back to school, some continuing education classes here. No matter what it is, you have learned. It should go like this, really, in my opinion. But you've learned something. You've definitely learned. You've grown, and you're gonna start again. You're gonna pick yourself up off the ground. You're gonna dust yourself off. And look at this. I have talked about her before because she makes me think of the Disney princess, Let It Go. Let it go. Okay, I'm gonna sing the song. Everybody, everybody get ready for me. No, but this is like, doesn't she look like the Disney princess? Let It Go. I don't know. And this is interesting too. This is interesting too, because it's just a matter of you letting go. Letting go and opening up your hand and just letting go, you guys. It's this simple. It's this simple, but you get afraid. You get afraid. You're thinking, well, if I let it go, it makes me look like a failure, right? This is what's happening here. It is letting it go. So be the Disney ice princess. I could have said that at the beginning of your spread. Just be the princess. Or princess. But we're back into a solid beginning, you guys. We have a better foundation, a solid foundation. We're more grounded moving forward. We have a plan. We've developed a plan on how we are going to move forward. You have gained the knowledge as to how you are moving forward. Okay? You see what's happening here, guys? Okay? So, and if this is about money, this is about your financials. This is about your tangible environment, okay? But this is telling me that by adjusting what's happening back here, you begin again in a very solid kind of way here. Things will begin to manifest in your life in a very tangible kind of way here, okay? Ooh, okay. Hopefully I don't get a copyright strike for singing that little piece of song. No, I'm just joking, guys. YouTube is getting weird like that. I don't know, but anyways, I love you, YouTube. I love you guys too. Thank you so much for stopping by. Please let me know if this has resonated with you. Are you one of those people that just, you're finding yourself in that nonstop crazy loop in your mind that stops you from moving forward? But let me know, and make sure to give the video a thumbs up. Love you bunches. Bye. All right, pile number 3. So what exactly is it that you need to hear? First, let me draw your attention to the synchronicities in this energy, because we have card number 8, 9, and 10 to come out. This is really interesting for me. What this is telling me right away is that you're wrapping up a very difficult cycle for yourself, whether or not you see it, okay? Some of you guys are like, when is this gonna end? I can't take it anymore, Dana. Okay, yeah, I'm there with you guys, so don't worry about it. Anyways, so let's talk about this for just a minute. And I'm actually kind of feeling that each one of these piles today has been somehow intermingling. The energies are intermingling here. If I could speak, we would get this done. Okay, so if you have been one of those people in this energy that has been procrastinating, putting things off, maybe it is you're doing so because you're finding it hard to make a decision, make a choice. Do I stay? Do I go? And that's a decision or a direction that in any aspect of your life here, okay? So this could be a decision in love, money, job, career, so on and so forth, okay? It is very possible that you're finding it hard to move forward and procrastinate because you're finding it, the choices, you can't really make a decision, okay? Maybe there are too many choices to make here, okay? Or maybe you're just thinking about it, overthinking it here. I think it's a matter of narrowing down the options to your maybe top 2 favorites, and then picking from there, okay? And that for me is like writing out a pros and cons list, that kind of thing. Now that could be kind of weird when it comes to a relationship, but that's more for like a job, or maybe a move, maybe buying a car or something like that here. It just seems a little weird to say that for a relationship here, but it is very possible. Nonetheless, though, some of this energy for me is like it's kind of painful, or you've been in a painful situation, or you kind of like your job but they're not paying you enough, or this person or your friends, somebody in here has betrayed you, they've hurt you, they've just basically stabbed you directly in your heart. This is the Three of Swords, if you guys don't recognize the card. But this is a lot of sorrow, a lot of pain, a lot of grief, a possible third party heartbreak, okay? But this does carry a lot of sadness here, and this also does carry a sense of trying to forgive somebody here, okay? At least forgiveness is coming through, because there are times where I think people struggle with the forgiveness aspects of this, okay? So forgiving the other person and forgiving yourself for whatever the situation was here, okay? But nonetheless, I think some of the decisions that you have to make, some of the choices you have to make, are painful. And maybe it is just about you having to walk away from a very long-term relationship. It's very possible, or a long-term job, whatever the case is, okay, guys? For some of this, again, this is like narrowing down the options, really getting clear, getting honest with yourself, decluttering. This is interesting too, because decluttering and this teachable card they have almost identical messages, but this is like, in this, how teachable are you? This is a card that talks about, like, learning new things, letting go of like letting go of any negative beliefs that you might have about yourself, in order to make something happen, letting go of any self-doubts. But this is like clearing out any old bad habits, again with the beliefs, in order to bring in something new here. And these two cards are kind of like tying in, and this is like the decluttering and clearing out and getting rid of stuff in your closets and old clothes and stuff like this. So this is a matter of like mentally cleaning out your space, and this is like seriously just decluttering your house and your environment, okay? So it's mental and physical decluttering. So maybe it is about getting rid of some people in your life, because that actually is kind of really strong in this energy for me. It's like you need to get rid of people to a very specific person indeed, I feel. But being open to new possibilities, and for me this is like being open and taking charge of your life, taking control of the situation, and being able to move forward. It's like there's a resistance in your change, like you're afraid to change something here, but it does tie back into this hurt, okay? But I really get the feeling though that what I want to throw in here too, because it's kind of distracting my thoughts, okay? I'm just going to throw it in here, but it's kind of this feeling of like you're afraid to let go because you don't know what's coming in or what's coming up ahead, or because you can't see what's coming at you. And so you think, well, I'm not going to make any kind of moves. I'm not going to declutter. I'm not going to clear out anything here because I don't have it. I don't see it. I don't know what it is, right? So you're really kind of sitting in this space of like uncertainty and being afraid and weird vibes, weird energies, and just not understanding what exactly you're supposed to be doing here. That's the feeling that I'm getting here. But what the universe has been saying to you for quite some time is there has been communication between your spirit guides, your angels, directly to you, but I think you're so distracted on, or you're so focused on the things that have been going wrong that you might be missing the signs, or you see the signs and you don't trust yourself to say, okay, that's directly from my spirit guides. Some of you guys are seeing owls. Some of you guys are seeing cats. Some of you guys are seeing flowers and stars. Definitely angels. You're seeing angels in like a statue form or something like this. But they're communicating with you, okay? And in this energy, it's like they're telling you, you know, we understand that you're lost. We understand that you have choices you have to make, and I know that they're gonna hurt. We understand that you feel like you're walking in the darkness. But what's gonna help you right here in this moment is, first of all, notice that they're talking to you, they're communicating with you, they are showing you the light, they are showing you a way out of this crazy dark forest, right? Okay, number two, they're also telling you to stop focusing on where your problems are and start focusing on the positive things here, okay? All the things that went right. This is like, for me, like, this is old stubborn ways of thinking about things. That has to change here, okay? But paying attention to the signs, it's a feeling of like they're trying to show you a new way of doing things here too, okay? It's a new way of thinking, a new way of doing things in a very creative and inspired kind of way here, okay? So something has to change. I was saying this in pile 1. I knew this was connected to the previous piles here, but I think what's the biggest question, or the biggest thing that you have to overcome right now in this energy is stop focusing on all the things that are going wrong, okay? In your eyes, things might look like they're going wrong, but it is a way of protecting you. It is a way of getting you away from things that no longer serve you. Again, I feel like the universe is decluttering and helping you realize that it's time to get rid of all of this old crap in your life. Old furniture maybe, or just old toxic people, old friends, old jobs that won't give you a raise, or this boyfriend in the past, like this guy, I know there's a guy in here. He's got to go, okay? You have been held down for too long, and it's time to stop doing things the old way. You have to come up with a new way of living. They say it's very clear. It's a new way of living. A new way of living. You have to stop resisting the change, okay? The changes are good. The changes are good, okay? And I know when things start to go, I'm gonna tell you something right now. That's one for sure sign that things are coming through from the universe, is when things seem to be changing in a very negative way for you, and it's really not, okay? the thing is that you're pulling in what you've been after for a very long time here, okay? You're pulling it in. But the minute you start seeing this in a negative kind of way, the universe goes the other way with it, okay? So you're pulling it by law of attraction. This is what you want. But then, like, old thinking, old ways of seeing things, it might seem scary, but then, and then this is what causes the universe to kind of, nope. Okay, so you have to be mindful that you got to stop focusing on the problems. If you see this as a problem coming towards you, the universe said, okay, it's too much of a problem for you, right? Getting really mindful here. We have to. I said that in pile 2, okay? So, for me, I like the way this is feeling here, okay? Because we have the 4 of Wands, starting over, beginning again, building from the ground up. This is like peace and abundance, a better home life, a happier home life. We always talk about there's a success in this, success in projects, a success in moves, a new relationship, things like this. Just a very successful transformation and a beginning here, okay? We definitely are talking about beginnings. New beginnings are on the horizon here, okay? A lot of them, which is nice, okay? This is, I think you're letting your fears get the best of you. You're letting your worries, your doubts, and everything is just getting the best of you here. And I think this is what causes you to kind of, like you just don't want to move forward. Because you can't see the road. You can't see the road ahead of you. And it's like you're walking into more and more darkness. But what I really think the universe is trying to tell you is that, first of all, we have to start working on your old ways of thinking about things, okay? And stop focusing on all the negative things and start finding that little tiny light in the darkness and focus on that little tiny light and keep walking towards that little tiny light here. This is what they're saying here, okay? But as you move forward, you're going to feel a lot more inspired, okay? A lot of your ideas are going to come back. You're going to feel more creative, a little more confident, and that mischievous side of you is going to return, getting you back into the groove of things. I really feel that here, okay? I always like the Page of Wands, because the Page of Wands is saying, I live in a free way. I live in a very, I'm a free spirit again. I don't have these limitations that I continuously put on myself. And by breaking that, you become the Page of Wands, because you're born again in a way that feels like freedom. Okay? It feels good. It feels good to be in your own skin again. It feels good to take on anything. You feel, I'm just ready for the next exciting chapter of my life, right? You're just ready to go. And I'm ready to go with you. But we're also talking about, here, let's put these to the side. But we're also talking about with the changes in your mindset, the old ways of thinking here. This is what has to change, okay? Right? We've covered that like 3 times. I'm just making sure I'm saying all of this correctly in my head, guys, okay? You're no longer focusing on what's going wrong. You're focusing on what's going right. And with that shift, Stella gets her groove back, okay? And look what else happens here. Money, promotions, abundance, things start to change here. This is new financial stability, new careers. This is manifestation. This is abundance really coming through at its finest. And a reminder to continue to keep up the good work. What is the work? What has to shift? What has to shift inside of you? Okay? Again, how teachable are you? Okay, this is all about learning new things. Learning these 2 cards, actually. Okay, stop procrastinating about it because it scares you. We all do it. I've done it. You're procrastinating because you can't see the road ahead, and that's okay. But this is what has to change in order to bring in something new here. Okay, this is what the universe is saying to you. And keeping up the good work here. You see this fine line? Okay? These two cards are about money and abundance and just things shifting in a way. Okay, so when people in your life seem to fall away, boyfriends, girlfriends seem to go ghosting you. You get fired from a job. You get betrayed by friends, betrayed by co-workers, whatever here. Just see this in a perspective of the universe is decluttering your life. Decluttering your life. And you are also responsible for decluttering your life. Decluttering yourself mentally, decluttering yourself in your home, okay? And why not start doing some decluttering even though it's not spring? It's spring for some of you guys. Happy spring, by the way, guys. But what you're also saying to the universe is that I'm putting myself first for a change. I'm putting myself first, foremost and always, okay? I got lost in this darkness because I let other people talk me out of shining my own light. I let other people push me off my path because I wasn't being true to myself. I wasn't living authentically here, okay? I was more focused on everything that was going wrong in my life, but now I'm switching this mindset. I'm focusing more on love. I'm loving myself more. Walk with love in your heart, okay? Lots and lots of love in your heart. Choose love, absolutely. Choose to love yourself here, okay? And loving yourself first, by you saying that, you're saying that to the universe. You're saying, I'm putting myself first. So many people say, I can't put myself first. I can't put myself first. It's selfish. No, it's not. That's a lack mindset. Again, that's an old way of thinking. So part of this is like about you really just taking a closer look at your old subconscious thinking here, okay? Because you're blocking yourself out of a lot of great things here. Let your love become powerful force for change. Absolutely. I just said that. You know, living on the frequency of love changes a lot of things here. That means that you will not accept people, places, or situations to come into your life that are not of love. Because your light is so bright, their light has to match your light here. Okay, you have to be in alignment with these people that come and show up into your life here. And if they're not, you're teaching them what love is. You're showing them what love is. You're showing them what self-love is, okay? And you're not allowing, you're not putting up with this anymore here, okay? That's very specific. So, the takeaway message here. Stop focusing. We're no longer focusing on the things that are going wrong. Okay, that's what's the exact specific message for this reading. No longer focusing on what's going wrong. You're working on your old programming and you're paying attention to the signs. You're paying attention to love, okay? You're focusing on love and love only here, okay? All right. Good deal. Let me know in the comments below how you're feeling about this. They're also saying to remain positive, guys. I don't know. They keep talking to me. Stay positive. I love you guys. Let me know. Give the video a thumbs up. See you next time. Bye.